All right, what is going on, my dudes? We're back here today with the final two champions in the Summoner's Choice vote for 2023, and those two finalists are, as expected, Gladiator and White Tiger. Okay, so two very cool options, man. Two very awesome, sick champions that could be entering the game. Super duper stoked that these are the final two, right? MCOC went ahead and put out a gameplay theme and some key abilities for both of these champions, so we can go ahead and take a look and see what they might be like, all right? So we'll look at Gladiator first. Gladiator's powers are nearly limitless, dependent only on his confidence. Capable of incredible feats of strength and speed, he is able to defeat even the mightiest of opponents simply because he knows he can. So, very reminiscent of another very, very strong cosmic champion that was also a Summoner's Choice champion back in 2021. His description definitely reminds me quite a bit of both Hercules and also Hyperion. Okay, so I feel like this guy has the potential to be incredibly strong. Key abilities. Gladiator builds confidence as he gains buffs, and as he fights his opponents, gaining even more from clear, decisive victories. I like the sound of that. It sounds to me kind of like he has the potential to be very, very strong, near broken in a way, but not going to start that way like Hercules does, because, hey man, the more super duper broken champions there are, the worse it is, trust me, alright? So, confidence empowers his abilities, improves the effectiveness of his buffs, and improves his durability. So, durability is interesting. It kind of makes me feel like he can have some sort of resistance, whether it be either regeneration for survivability or physical energy resistance as well, right? Obviously, I feel like this guy's going to hit very, very hard. If we go ahead and take a look at the Marvel official website, and yes, this is the blurry photo that Marvel.com has for Gladiator. Marvel guys, if you're watching this, let me fix up that photo a little bit. You know, I feel like the one on MCOC just looks better. Okay, so this is how they rate Gladiator, right? And like in the comics. Of course, comic does not always translate to MCOC, but at the end of the day, it does give us a decent idea, especially when we're voting for these champions. So, durability 6, energy 6, fighting skills 6, intelligence 4, speed 6, strength 7. So, strength 7 definitely sounds good to me personally. I mean, this really does remind me very much so of like a Hercules type thing, you know? He's about 6'6", 600 pounds, holy crap, right? He would be the first member of the Shy R in MCOC, which is a new group affiliation, which definitely could be very, very cool. He has a very rich history in Marvel Comics. Yeah, I think he could definitely be a very solid addition to the game, without a doubt. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at White Tiger here. So, the vision so far for White Tiger, a mystic champion, inheriting the mystical powers of the Tiger God. White Tiger is an expert combatant, wielding frequent, deadly special attacks. I should have read this before I started this, huh? Her precise strikes and combos blend seamlessly into rapid specials. When White Tiger hits her rhythm, it's unclear where the woman ends and the ancient god begins. I also like the sound of that. I have been playing Tigra a lot lately. She's been coming to Alliance Wars. She is pretty busted. So, key abilities. White Tiger plays a dangerous game of juggling her foe at high power levels, kind of like Dr. Doom. As her opponent's power increases, her strikes and specials become even more frequent and deadly. She's also able to steal their power for herself, further enabling players to keep the opponent just below max power and unlocking White Tiger's true potential. So, this to me kind of sounds like a mix of Red Goblin, funny enough, and Dr. Doom. Red Goblin has that thing where he has the, I forget exactly what the ability is called, the power burn in a way, but it's like a suppression type thing, where he hits them and it keeps them like at 3 bars of power, but it keeps bouncing them back and forth. So I feel like she will be kind of Tigra-esque in a way in regards to her specials and combo spamming and all that stuff like that, but also when it comes to power control, keeping the opponent at full power does very much so sound like Dr. Doom. However, pushing the opponent 3 bars of power is definitely not always recommended, right? So I feel like she might have that Red Goblin type ability where they get the 3 bars of power and then her like medium ending combo or light ending combo is going to drain them of 1% of their power, give it to her, something like that, right? Then she can use her special attack to drain their power more. I don't know. She sounds to me a bit more like a high risk, high reward champion, which at the end of the day are the champions I tend to enjoy. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I feel like she has a lot of potential to be very, very powerful, especially when you see when White Tiger hits her rhythm, it's unclear when the woman ends and the Ancient God begins. So I feel like she could be very powerful, just like how Tigra is very powerful. I do not think that her and Tiger are going to have that same high stress playstyle, but at the end of the day, if you want to keep the opponent near 3 bars of power, that's going to be slightly stressful in a way, because if you mess up a rhythm, you could potentially mess yourself up there. But of course, the champion hasn't even begun design yet, right? So anything can happen, anything can change. I don't think they would really make a champion like this where you just push them to 3 bars of power and die, you know? So as a Mystic champion, she probably will have that type of power control and be able to do some pretty cool things. So if we take a look at Marvel's website, look at this beautiful HD image of White Tiger. Why can't we have the same treatment for Gladiator? So Ava Ayala becomes an avatar of the White Tiger God and acquires incredible powers. That's really cool. But she eventually breaks free of its influence to forge her own path as a hero. So, listen. First things first, man, both these champions are super cool. I really hope they both come to MCOC eventually. Now, durability 3. Don't love that. Energy 5, fighting skills 6, intelligence 2, speed 3, strength 4. So, when it comes to like stats, right, of like the actual character, for sure Gladiator is traditionally more powerful, but at the end of the day, right, should we look at Tiger stats? I think it probably looks similar, and Tiger is absolutely busted. So, you know, it's cool to see, like, you know, big numbers on Gladiator, but I feel like the numbers in MCOC would definitely be stronger for White Tiger than they are on the Marvel website. You know, Gladiator has a bit more of a rich history here in Marvel Comics, so there's a lot more stuff to read about him, all that fun stuff. But both of these characters are very, very cool, man. I would honestly be happy with either one, personally. Obviously, I'm voting for Gladiator. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious that very similar to Hercules. It's my type of champion, right? But I do also like characters like White Tiger. So like I said, I'd be pretty happy with both of them. But personally, I'm going to be going for Gladiator. It just seems like the safer bet overall, man. Cosmic champions are very strong. Mystic champions are also very strong. But the archetype here of a cosmic champion who gains buffs, who gets stronger as the quest goes on, it's just one that I really enjoy. So the important thing here is to vote for the character you want to vote for, okay? These numbers at the end of the day for both of them don't really mean anything, right? They really don't mean anything because, I mean, look at like how strong Rintra is. You think Rintra has those numbers? I doubt it. He was in the movie for like 5 freaking seconds. Why is he so good? I don't know. When is Doctor Strange getting buffed? But that's gonna be it for this video. Vote for the one that you want, right? Don't be concerned about White Tiger being too hard to play because of Tigra. Don't be concerned about Gladiator being a Hyperion or Hercules clone. They're both going to be their own individual champion, and no matter who wins, we have the potential to have 2 really cool characters coming to MCOC with some pretty sick abilities, and I'm sure they both will be very useful and follow the shoes of Hercules and Quicksilver of being an incredible champion, being voted into the game. So remember to have fun. Remember not to be mean to anybody about their choices. Vote for who you want to vote for. Let people vote for who they want to vote for, and make sure you have a good time, most importantly, and don't forget to vote. All right, that's it for this one. I'll be seeing you around. Don't forget to vote in real life and in this. It's important.